Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another episode of Hardcore Minecraft, and once again, I'm hoping to give you the most boring game you've ever seen. I hope that nothing interesting happens, and it's all okay. That hiss that you hear, that's native. All of those scary sounds, those are just things that happen in the forest. I, uh, I'm not going to pretend to understand why, just like I'm not going to pretend to understand why there are sometimes giant mushrooms in the distance. But what I know is that whenever I wake up in the morning in this hardcore world, there's going to be a hiss. Okay, that's what's going on. There's a growly little thing going on. Okay, so there's a large outcropping there, and I knew that there's one here, right? Because I was building up this area, which I'm going to still do. Instead of just talking, I need to okay, need to figure out where I'm at. I didn't even look at this side, so what's going on there is an absolutely massive chasm, which we can probably safely look at from over in this area, because I did no scouting at all. This was just like, I put some torches down here. All we were doing was expanding a little bit of safety for the night. And, it worked. We kept them off of our back a little bit. And now down to the last torch. I don't want to get rid of that one, but we'll just take a little look at what's going on there. All right, so we've got iron and copper and coal, and it is daylight, and it looks like we're going to have an easy route right back up. So although this is a little scary because we heard danger sounds, we're not going to go all the way down yet. We are going to poke around. This is the entrance into our house. And yeah, just a large open area. What could go wrong? I mean, literally what? This isn't how I die all the time. So let's see what happens. All right, so we've got an absolutely perfect route up. And first things first, look around, keep looking around. Don't let them see you cry because you died in hardcore again for not looking around. The good news is we're still alive. Everything is perfect. Is that a little scary sound? Sounded a little scary. We're just going to get some coal here. This is even better than charcoal because we don't have to cut down a tree for it. And, just checking the 6. Very important. You don't want to get locked in to an area like this by surprise with some zombies just behind you, but I don't think that they can spawn out in broad daylight, at least not in normal circumstances, which makes me a little bit more comfortable. So there's that little outcropping in there, and that's probably what's underneath in my house. But there's some copper here, and copper gives no experience, but there are various things you can make with it. That's why I couldn't make a brush in the earlier hardcore game. But yeah, this is the day. Ideally, nothing interesting is going to happen. I'm just going to mine a little bit more copper, get out of this chasm. I've got 2 iron, and that's not enough for a bucket. It is enough for a sword. It's not enough for armor, I don't think, because even the lowest armor needs several pieces. Is it enough for a shield? That should be my #1 priority. Because if I'm going to get murked, it's probably going to be because of a skeleton. Or, or my own incredible carelessness by, not scouting or running into foes. But, also skeletons. So now I think we can feel like the horrible hissing sounds. Are they going to be able to get through that? No, it's just a 1 block thing. I think most of the time enemies can't get through there, except the zombie miniature ones, which are the #1 way to die. Everybody knows that. If you ever want to just quit having a run, consider the little zombies that run. But we don't have to worry about much going on here. The soot from the campfire is a little alarming, but I like the safety that it provides, or at least the the illusion of safety. We're gonna get another furnace going, I think, just to speed things up a little bit. The smoker, it's possible that it like cooks meats a little faster or something, or more efficiently, but I do not know. What I do know is, speaking of meats, I forgot to eat again, but we're gonna get up there. You want to stay at max or close to max, although that last eat probably wasn't totally necessary. But if we are suitably boring... Okay, there we go. There's the hiss. There's a creeper. I wish I had a bow and arrow. If it's just one creeper, then I should just go and deal, but... You know, we're gonna go and deal. We've got the high ground. We'll wait till he stops flashing to come in again. And then one more strike. No, one more after this. No one's going to come up behind us. Everything's going to be okay. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Creeper dispatched. Incredible bravery. Just like A++ all around. Nothing but compliments for me. I'm sure we can all agree that that I showed just like a startling tactical ability there, and just like really, really killed it. I was going to say I like the feeling of having plenty of resources. I was supposed to spend this day sort of building a roof on the house, but I'm not terribly upset with what happened instead. So what I need to do is get another shovel. Absolutely essential. You know, that would have been important there, but we need to get another axe too, of course. I've got 2 iron, but I don't think... Do we just go for the sword because the sword is the key to life? Yeah, more important than shears. It's just 1 attack damage greater, but it just depends on how many total hearts the enemies have, which I'm not going to pretend to know because I absolutely have no clue. I don't really have a frame of reference for that, but we're going to just remove some of the soil here. We're going to flatten it out, and this will be, you know, eventual farm area or something. Because, of course, nothing like wide open spaces that are liberally punctuated with beautiful torches to make yourself feel safe and at home once you can get rid of the hissing sounds. And speaking of the hissing sounds, I need to go grab some charcoal, put a couple of torches in that little cave, because before I know it, it is going to be time for the sun to set. And you know, we are trying to make it in this hardcore world. No more carelessness, only hard-nosed, careful, tactical decision making, and that involves making sure that you can go to sleep at night without being afraid of your shadow, which, if you're me, might take a little bit of work. I'm not actually afraid of the dark, but I am afraid of the Minecraft dark, and I think that is why I'm gonna live through one more day here. Because this would be just an absolute hotbed of misery at nighttime. Getting through these trees would be so tricky, and these black oaks, they really they give a lot of ways to hide. Like right here, this one coming so low to the ground, before you know it, you'd be turning right into an enemy. And the only opportunity that you would have had to not have that happen. Oh man, I got so scared of the chicken showing up. Okay, I think, yeah, the sun is setting, and it's time for me to get to the room here. I'm freaking out about the sight of chickens. And that's a telltale sign that it is a good time to think about going to the sleepy time. But this is what it looks like to clumsily build from underneath. This is not the normal way that I would choose to do things, but I need to stay close to Oh no, I was going to say close to safety, and then I immediately ran into my fire that I put in here to make me feel safe. And once again, the chicken almost scared me to nothing. But he's down here now, and it just might be me and you, little guy. Might not be able to get you out of here. That's okay. We're just gonna close the door and look up at the beautiful night sky and close this door and jump into the beautiful night bed. And that's it. One more day living in Minecraft hardcore. We got a couple of iron pieces. We got some food. We got some gunpowder. That hissing sound that we used to hear, totally gone, and feeling good. And thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you have enjoyed this episode.